In today's episode of We Don't Remodel Shame, but we do remodel Ask Why, we go to this Facebook post that my wife sent me where the original poster showed us her bathroom and said, "Not crazy about this mirror. Ideas?" And then she edited after people started responding, "OMG, people, if you don't like it, fine, but there's no need to be unkind. I was wanting to know about the mirror, nothing else. Maybe my style isn't trending, but I don't care. Maybe I should start every post with, you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all." So let's get into it. Right off the bat, I will say that this bathroom is very minimal. It's very sparse, some might even say very commercial looking in its appearance, and all of that may be very intentional. As you've heard me say many times over the years, every product is right for somebody. The toilet is a wall-mounted Duravit Stark toilet with a Geberit in-the-wall carrier and an Omega 20 Geberit flush plate. No real notes here. The Stark series is the most popular when it comes to Duravit's toilets, designed by Philippe Stark. If you're considering buying one, I will caution you on one thing: make sure you get the right carrier for your wall. You see, the carriers are available in 2x6 wall, which is standard commercial, or 2x4 wall, which is standard residential. Chances are very good in your house you have 2x4 walls, and you couldn't fit a 2x6 carrier in there. Wall-mounted toilets are great because they're easy to clean around, and they definitely give you a little more room in your space, since the tank is recessed into the wall. The wall-mounted sink and faucet fixture are also pretty plain, which blends with the overall aesthetic of the space. One thing I might do to make this a little less commercial looking is dress up the P-trap and trade it out for maybe a bottle trap. It serves the same function, but gives it a little bit more of a sleek aesthetic. As for the empty space on that wall, that is a lot of negative space, which could be a big reason for people's shock when you see this. You also don't have any storage that I can see in this photo. Perhaps the storage is behind the photographer, but maybe consider putting some open shelving up there, perhaps a potted plant or two to bring in some greenery into the space, make it look more alive. You'll notice on the floor, you went with an earth tone wood look. Keep it going up above with some shelving and some potted plants. Even fake plants can bring some life into the space. Looking in the mirror, you can see there's a fixture behind the photographer. I'm willing to bet that's probably a urinal with what appears to be an automatic flushometer. Now you can get a flushometer that looks a little bit more clean, not so boxy, if that's something that you want. The Kohler Mach Tri-Point is a good option. And finally, the mirror, you can get a medicine cabinet, perhaps something like the Robern UPLIFT. You have a lot of vertical space above the sink, so having a cabinet that lifts up instead of doors that swing out into the space might look good and might fill that space better and give you some of that storage that you might need. Of course, the smallest version is 30 inches wide, so you'd have to make sure you have room for that. And to be honest, just eyeballing it, it doesn't look like you do, but it's something to think about for somebody else who might be looking at a similar space with a little bit more room left and right. Of course, if you're set on having just a mirror, you could always do a lighted mirror, something like this. I could probably source that for you. I have some connections if you're interested in saving some money. If you like what I do, the best way to support is interact with this video. Maybe check out the merch store if you're into that kind of thing. And of course, if you want me to consult on your project, click the link, schedule an appointment.